If you really want to find out what you're made of, you can forget the personality tests and social media quizzes. Because the only way you're ever going to know is by heading into the big, wild, raging, so damn beautiful it hurts world and finding out for yourself. Were you born to follow a path, or were you born free? These are the things we thought about when we made the new Grand Cherokee. Made for what you're made of.
Access the largest motorsports inventory in America. We're authorized dealers for Can-Am, Honda, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Sea-Doo, and more. Get the best deals these brands have to offer. Browse through our inventory to find exactly what you're looking for.
If you call one of us, just remember, you've invited the whole pack.
Harley-Davidson builds bikes that are meant to ride. There are vehicles your parents would recommend you drive. Then there are the motorcycles your crazy uncle who gave you fireworks for your birthday tells you to ride. You wouldn't want to let your uncle down, would you? If your need is speed, chrome, and custom paint, check out all of the new and pre-owned bikes at Greenmount Road Harley-Davidson in O'Fallon, Illinois. Don't let your uncle down. Get to Greenmount.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the NEPA TV. It is Wednesday night, and we are so stoked to bring you your AAA action tonight. In the booth with me, I have none other than my girl, one of my best friends, Chaotic. How you doing?
I am doing so good, and I am so stoked for this game, Queen. We're going to see the Vancouver Lightning as they take on Reverb Mulberry. Look at that, I got it right.
And you said not to let you talk.
I still stand by that.
Go ahead, I'm so sorry.
No, don't apologize. Guys, all right, y'all, full disclosure, Chaotic is functioning on about an hour of sleep. I am not responsible for anything that comes out of my mouth tonight. But it's all good. We're going to have a good time. Yeah, so we're going to have Vancouver Lightning as they take on Reverb Mulberry. Taking a quick look at these teams who are still making their way into the arena, so I guess we will start with Reverb Mulberry. They're going to be represented tonight by Connor CC, Rip Red, Salty Raccoon, and Tasuna. These are veterans of the league. They have been around before. Though I think, now that I think about it, I think Connor CC was picked up in the off-season, but it is good to have him here because he is one stellar player, and I think that he is going to add something special to this team. Reverb, last week they played against, let me see if I can do some quick maths here. No, I can't, but they did lose their first match. It was pretty close, though, 30-47, so solid stuff from there. I think we're going to see some improvements this week now that teams are really getting more fluid and getting into the season, so I'm excited to see what we see from them.
Yeah, I'm super stoked, too. And I've lost my train of thought.
All good.
I guess I don't know what is sleep 2. I don't know psychotic.
That's fine. We're doing the no sleep cast here today on the NEPA TV. If you slept, you're not allowed to participate. Train wrecks only. No, jokes aside though. We are starting to see Vancouver Lightning make their way into the arena. This is another stellar squad. I was joking around earlier about this being the adult team, and I stand by it. These are players that have been around for a while, and I'm so excited to see how they play together because this is a fairly new roster that was constructed in the offseason. It is headed by Captain Caption, who we saw kick butt last week in their game, followed by Aspen, Ab22, and Nate Appleton. So Nate Appleton picked up in the offseason, Caption promoted to captain in the offseason, Ab22 also a recent pickup, but these players have been around the game for a while. They know what they're doing. It is just a matter of how are they going to come together tonight to take on Mulberry.
Yeah, and we are about to see it. But before we kick off, I did realize what I'm forgetting. And it's likely because I didn't have chat up in front of me and Jucifer yelling at me. But let's talk about the rules. Here in NEPA, we do have 4 8-minute quarters. We have 1 5-minute halftime per game. There's 4 players on a team. 2-minute or 2 2-minute timeouts per team per match. Overtime here is a golden goal rule. That does mean the first team to score in overtime takes the win home for the night. And the last but most important rule, in my humble opinion, is we do not allow any toxicity or discriminatory behavior. So just be kind to your neighbors. Make some friends in the community. It's not hard and we need it. So yeah, and I guess the last rule is the one that I'll read off from chat. Jucifer's legendary rule, first to 40 shall win most of the time, not all the time. Never fails, but also don't check that.
Yep. Works 50% of the time, 100% of the time. So as long as you don't pay attention to it until it comes true, then it is Jucifer's legendary rule. Never fails. But yes, like Queen said, those are the rules. That is the format. NEPA professionals both in and out of the arena. So I am so excited to see what these players have in store for us. Queen, I know we're only in week 2 here, but do you have any predictions? Just looking at these names, looking at how these teams have been shaping up over the course of the offseason?
So, do I have any predictions? Maybe. I know that the rosters have changed significantly in the offseason, so really it's anybody's game because the chemistry can click, from one season to the next when you've got roster changes like this. But I do know that Reverb Mulberry was, they've definitely got good players. Man, I don't know because they also have Connor CC, and I don't know Connor CC, but I also know that there's fantastic things that the players on the other side do. And like you said, a lot of OGs over there on the side that are part of the people that paved the way for us here in Echo Arena. Really, they taught themselves things that we have to or get to glean from them that they had to learn the hard way. So I think it's anyone's game, but also quick question, is Nate Appleton rostered or is he pulled in as a sub tonight?
Let's check that real quick. You are so right. Nate Appleton is being pulled in as a sub for Vancouver, not rostered. Excuse me, I don't know where I got that from, but hey, doesn't matter. We're gonna move past that because these teams are starting right here, right now. First touch went to Vancouver, but the reverb is all over it. This one's going to be intercepted by Aspen though, and he sent it into the bubble. It's looking good. Not gonna go in on its own, and it will not go in from the teammate either. Oh my goodness, back and forth in front of the goal right there, and we didn't have time to get into it before the game started, but Salty Raccoon has turned into quite the goalie quite recently, and that play right there, no exception. Here comes Mulberry finding their first points of the game, courtesy of Connor CC.
Yeah, very well done. And again, Connor CC coming in as a pickup here in this season for AAA, coming in and starting the match off hot. Disc now in the hands of AB Chu, coming in as QB for us here for the side of the Lightning. Over to Essen in the far side tunnel. Essen looking up high for Caption. Caption with a quick tap back to Essen. Now over to Nate Appleton. Underneath, some pressure crosses over to Caption, who ducks. Oh no! The save was there, but Caption is able to steal that one back and put it in the goal for a quick response for 2 points.
Last week I made the mistake of thinking that Caption had retired, and he made me eat my words then, and he's gonna do it again tonight. I'm calling it here and now, putting in that first set of points for the Vancouver Lightning. Great stuff. But here comes Reverb. They're looking to send this one through the mid, but Essence got something to say about it. He gets the interception and sends this one deep, but that's where Salty Raccoon is hiding. Excellent backline work there as he sends this to Rip Red. Rip Red now forward to Connor CC on the floor, and he will take some time and space before going over to Tasuna, drawing out the goalie, putting in the 2. There we go. Reverb has their lead back.
Very, very quick response times coming in from both teams. Mulberry Reverb able to work that one up the disc, or work that one up the arena really quickly to get another 2 points on the board. But now with the disc is the Vancouver Lightning in the hands of AB2 over to Nate Appleton in the near side tunnel. Nate Appleton taking some time there. The Stack opting to go home on this one. Sends an attempted cross pass over a little bit off the mark, a tap from a teammate who's underneath some pressure, and that's a turnover as the back stack was ready here for the side of Mulberry Reverb, and it is Rip Red with it on the wall, sending it down low to Tasuna.
Yep, here comes Reverb looking to work this one through, and it looks like they'll do so, sending that through the tunnel, connecting with Connor CC. Maybe the one-on-one here. No, draws that stack out before sending it back to Salty Raccoon. Excellent work there, so they're not done yet. Now to Rip Red, he'll work his way in, eyeing up that bottom pocket, and he'll find it. That's another 2 on the board here for Reverb as they go up 6-2.
And very nicely done. First time that we aren't exchanging goals here in the game. And we've got a nice little substantial lead going to Reverb Mulberry, but disc back into the hands of Vancouver Lightning. AB2 sending a quick pass over to the near side tunnel, then down low all the way. Oh no, but it does not meet Caption. However, Caption is able to play that quickly off the bounce with a quick tap, but ends up in the hands of Connor CC, who gets stunned out quickly. And AB2 picks that one back up and turns it around. Oh no, but the interception from Tasuna and quite the read. And the clear is good all the way down in.
Yes, that is going to be all the way down into the bubble, but the shot going to be a bit wide off of that one. Rip Red in the area trying to track it down, and requires a bounce off the wall to get back to him, but he does get to it. Now to Salty, over to Connor. Connor off the shoulder looking for one more. Finds it in the form of Tasuna, driving that one in for another 2 points. And Queen, listen, we were talking earlier about this Vancouver roster and who's rostered and who's not, and though Nate Appleton may be a PDR sub, they did pick up Mr. JJ Locke recently, who I noticed is joining us in the chat. Care to explain yourself, sir?
I mean, JJ Locke definitely was a more recent pickup too. I believe that it was right before the start of the AAA season. But yeah, would have loved to see JJ in here.
Absolutely. Okay, I'm done picking on you. It's all good. Here we go, though. It is going to be Nate Appleton handling this one, looking to send it to Caption, but oh no, bad bounce off of that one, so it lands instead in the hands of Salty Raccoon. He'll send this one up to Rip Red. Rip Red looking maybe to rip the shot. No, it's going to turn into a pass to Connor CC, but hey, a three's a 3. Does not matter. It's in for the points.
In for the points, indeed. 3 of them. Is that the first 3 of the game, Si?
It may have been. You're so right. We've been seeing some excellent movement in the bubble from Reverb, but that is the first time that they have sunk in the 3.
Yeah, I believe that is the case here, and a great job at that. We've got Reverb Mulberry running away here, and that's another interception and turnaround there for them. Vancouver Lightning struggling slightly to get a response to this really aggressive defense coming in from Reverb Mulberry. And that is a missed pass and an opportunity for them to get the possession back, but Tasuna gets a hand on it and begins to approach fringe bubble down low, looking to back this one out, but a great read from Nate Appleton. Oh no, who gets stuffed right as they turn around, but another great read from Caption, turning this one around, and the clear is slow, but it is good and through.
Yes, it is. Stack is in the area. Who will be there first? Oh no, Vancouver overshooting that one at first. Gets back to it, but Rip Red will not let it go. He'll get the stun. He gets the steal, gets the send through to Connor, who just dumps this one into the bubble under pressure. But it all works out because Salty Raccoon comes in, swoops it up, and puts it in for the 2.
For the 2 indeed. And what I was saying before is Mulberry Reverb has to find their adjustment and find it soon. We've only got 2 minutes left in this quarter here, but they've got to find something to break the wall of the defense and get this disc worked into the bubble so that they can get some more points on the board here. And that is another turnover as we've got Mulberry Reverb. Oh no, hitting a long 3 from the floor, and that was Tasuna.
Yeah, we'll get back in, we'll get into it more between the quarters here, but I do want to point out right there, those interceptions is what's deciding the game right now in the favor of Reverb. But let's see if Vancouver can turn it around with this Joust advantage. It's going to be Abchu. Oh, waiting a bit too long. It'll go off of the head of the incoming stack, and they looks like, yes, they will get the pickup. It'll be Tasuna on the floor here, drawing out this pressure from Aspen as he waits for some teammates, sends it to Connor. Connor just wasting no time, rips it from Shield, and that's in for the 2.
In for the 2 indeed, and up by quite a bit, but disc back into the hands of Vancouver Lightning, and they've got another opportunity to try and work this one up the field and get some momentum going into our second quarter here. Out from the tunnels, we've got AB Chu with it, sending a pass over to Essen in the far side tunnel. Essen just able to get that one off. Takes some bounces almost into the hands of Caption, but unfortunately, there was a disruption, and now a turnover as Connor CC takes that one and looks at the open goal, but it is just off the mark. Tasuna getting a really nice ender off on that one there, and the shot in the top pocket, the placement for another 2 points here.
Oh my goodness, Tasuna just exuding confidence on that one, gets the ender off on Essen, gets the duck below the incoming defender to put in the one-on-one. Excellent work there, but now here comes Vancouver looking to answer back with these final few seconds on the clock. It's going to go cross, connecting with Essen. Essen looking for this lane, but no, denied by the defense, forces the bad shot that Salty Raccoon is able to pick up, and they're just going to hold it to get us out of this quarter. 20-2 in favor of Reverb Mulberry, and we will break it all down after a quick word from our sponsors.
If you call one of us, just remember, you've invited the whole pack.
All right, we are back, and we are just about ready to head into our second initial joust. But before we do, Sai, anything you want to say about what we're looking at right now?
Listen, Vancouver, I'm not picking on you, but you've got to stop turning it over, guys. I know you can do it. Let's just clean up those passes because, 2-20, if you're going by Jucifer rules, they're halfway there. But let's see it. We're getting into this second quarter. This is a fresh start. I'm positively cursing it. Salty Raccoon sending this one down to Connor CC. Connor looking to drive, and never mind. I didn't say any of that. Reverb Mulberry with the first set of points here in the second quarter. They're going to go up 23-2.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, Sai. Well, on the light side of things, Vancouver Lightning does have the opportunity here to put the arena in their control, and hopefully they're able to maintain this possession as they do stun out that defender there. That was Tasuna, but then they give it right back over into the hands of that back stack, and it's Salty Raccoon up to Rip Red, and Rip Red into the goal for another 3-pointer.
Oh my goodness, Reverb really on a roll here, coming out strong with back-to-back threes, going up 26-2. And JJ, I have no idea, but that's why it's your job to know the rules and not mine. And it's going to be Ab22 sending that one over to Essen. Essen looking to connect here with Nate Appleton through the tunnel. All right, what a fight. Gets this one sent over to Caption. Caption still trying to get away from Connor CC, but no, denied by the defense. Quick relay up to Rip Red, ripping the shot, and he does not miss from 33 meters out. That's going in for the 3, and they're up 29-2.
That push right there, Sai, from the Vancouver Lightning, they're looking at minimal a 3v1 and opted to still push bubble. Those are the decisions that they need to back it out, maintain the possession, and make something of the time that they have the disc. And that is what they're missing here as another turnover comes in. Mulberry Reverb with it now. It is in the hands of Salty Raccoon. Salty Raccoon sending it over to Tasuna. Stacks are almost, Caption throwing in a little bit of a curve. Snag that one away, does get it cleared out into the bubble, but players were not ready for that one, and it's back into the hands of Mulberry Reverb. Rip Red sends a clear out through the near side tunnel, picked up now by Salty Raccoon underneath some pressure. Salty Raccoon looks up high for his pass options in the form of Rip Red. Rip Red crossing down low to Salty Raccoon. Salty Raccoon looking at shield where Connor is. Oh no, the shot just off the mark, and that is, the stack overshot that one. That means the possession's still in the hands of Mulberry Reverb for another attempt there. But what a save, Nate Appleton! Goodness!
Oh my goodness, what a save there, but they're not done yet. Here comes Reverb looking to drive once again. It's Rip Red from the shoulder, ripping it in. Cross pocket shot for the 2. He has been on fire tonight, Queen. That is his 10th point. That puts him in tied for the lead in that points column, actually, with Connor CC.
Yeah, I mean, Mulberry Reverb are a force to be reckoned with right now. Both stacks are reading the disc beautifully, able to intercept these passes. We've got Vancouver Lightning still struggling to get this one past mid anytime that they've got the disc, but it is loose now, and there's an opportunity as Caption's in the area, but does get stunned out by not 1, but 3 of Mulberry Reverb players. Connor CC looking for the goal, but Apchu does shut that down and gets it cleared through the far side tunnel, bouncing around up high.
Yep, up high, but into the hands of Caption. Now sending it low, looking to connect with Nate Appleton, but it will not happen. But maybe, yes, Abchu fighting there on the wall to win the possession back for his team. Sends it to Caption. Caption back to Chu. Chu putting it in for the 2. There we go. That is what Vancouver needed. A good drive to get some points on the board.
Yeah, very, very well done fighting to get those points, and that is what they needed to break the momentum from Mulberry Reverb, get themselves back in the game here. Mulberry now for the first time in a long time, for the first time in forever. You're welcome, AJ. Oh, my mom is showing. But in the hands of Vancouver. Caption on the wall, juking around all defenders, going for the bounce shot. Chaotic.
I'm sorry, all I can think is, oh my gosh, Queen, put your mom away. Oh, that's too good. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to derail. It's all good. We got a game going on, folks. It's gonna be Salty Raccoon sending this one over cross, looking to connect with a teammate there, but no good. But it's a complicated self-pass, so I guess that all works out. If he can get this away from Caption, yes, he can. Gets the relief pass over to Rip Red, who backs it up in the tunnel, looking to create some time and space before sending it back in. That's going to connect here with Salty Raccoon once again, just outside of the bubble. Maybe looking to drive. No, splits the difference between the incoming teammate and the goal, but does connect with Connor CC. Not for long, though, as he loses that one, and Nate slaps it through.
Slap through, and there's players in the area for both sides, but it is Connor CC who walks away with the possession on this one. He's got one defender behind, one wisely opts back this one out to Salty Raccoon. Salty Raccoon getting the clear or the pass over to Tasuna and looking for the shot, but denied by AB Chu, who clears that one through the near side tunnel. Bouncing around. Again, all 4 players for the side of Mulberry Reverb are returning and are ready home. Maybe for Vancouver Lightning, it would do them some justice to work the disc up the arena with some slow passes, slow short passes for themselves here, because these clears, they're getting beat constantly on their stack side.
Yeah, they are, but we are seeing some new life, it looks like, from this Vancouver team. Back and forth we go in the mid before finally Connor gets a solid pickup, sends this one all the way through off of the back wall and into the hands of a Rip Red, and we know he knows what to do with those. That's going in for the 2, and now they are up 33-4.
33-4, and quite the hole to climb out of, but it is not impossible. We still have 2 more quarters left here and some time in our second. AB Chu with the disc now, looking towards the near side tunnel. It does not make it to their teammate, unfortunately, and that back stack has it red, but the clear just off the mark. However, Salty Raccoon able to play that one off the bounce, looking for an attempted shot, does not make it there. We've got players from both sides in the area. Caption is able to get a quick slap off on that one, but right into the hands of Connor CC. Connor to Rip Red to Tasuna. Tasuna looking for the, I think that was an attempted pass, but it is no good, and a slap coming in from Caption, but not quite out of their area yet. Disc is, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, you're on a roll. Go for it. Take it home, 1 minute left.
Still in the hands of Mulberry Reverb. Crossed over to Salty Raccoon. Salty Raccoon approaching Fringe Bubbles, sending the pass, but not realizing their teammate was stunned, and Caption gets that clear off.
There we go, finally through the mid, but can they capitalize? No, Connor CC all over that one, right back into the possession of Reverb. One shot goes wide, and it's going to end up in the hands of Caption instead for Vancouver. They'll send this one low, connecting with Nate Appleton in the mid. Nate Appleton sending this one into the bubble, off the back wall, almost into the goal, but no, it will meet the hands of Salty Raccoon instead. 20 seconds left as Reverb looks to work this one up the arena, but that's not how they want to start it. It's going to force a bad slap back into their own bubble, but it all works out because Salty Raccoon is there. No, Nate Appleton forcing the double stun. It's going to be a race, but Salty Raccoon gets there first, trying to just keep this possession for the final few seconds of this half. And yes, he will do it successfully. It's going to end out this quarter, end out this half 33-4 in favor of Reverb Mulberry. And we will talk all about it after a quick ad break.
Seconds. This one is loose in the destroyer zone. Collected by Saluda. Stunned out. Picked up by Game. Stunned out. Zenith with it.
This is it. Trying to clear it.
Cleared out. 20 seconds. Game gets it back here. Game turning it around. Sends this one in off of the floor. Gets it to Rosie Hope. Rosie has Zenith pressuring. 13 seconds. Sending this one in. Stunned out. No. What a shield there from Acorn.
Oh, no.
That's it. The finish. That's the victory. What's the clock? What's the clock?
That's it. That's it.
In the last seconds, the Orlando Cyclones come back 33-32. Are you kidding me?
What?
I've got nothing. You know, forget finals. What was that? What was that? No, not anymore. No.
Look at
no. Put me on camera. Put me on
that.
camera. That was unbelievable. I cannot believe what just happened. I cannot believe what just happened.
On that read.
Good evening, and we are back, ready to bring you the second half of this game here. This halftime report is brought to you by Big St. Charles Motorsports. But we discussed during the break that Sai and I would share one eyeball together. So in case you were wondering, now you know.
If there's any misread names or missed calls on here, it just wasn't our turn with the eyeball. Sorry, guys. But yes, there is a game going on. I'm going to attempt to re-rail us real quick. Let's break it down. Taking a quick look at these stats. What's been going on here? What's going right? What's going wrong? Starting with Mulberry Reverb, because my goodness, they've got everything going right now. They are up to 33 points in just one half, and that is quite an accomplishment for them, and certainly earned from the way that they are playing. They are executing a pretty great combination of both clear and boost to get their stacks down quickly when they have an opportunity to capitalize on, but then also are able to slow it down when Vancouver gets those stacks together. It's that combination of speeds and then excellent work in the bubble, moving it around, finding those cut passes, and then also having the confidence to drive. Just all of that combined has been leading to great success against this Vancouver defense, this Vancouver team, because they're not sure what to prepare for. They've also had excellent defense, forcing a lot of turnovers, which I'll get to now, talking about this Vancouver Lightning team. And I preface this every time I'm about to go on one of these endless rants. It is so easy for me to sit in this chair and be like, just do this. I know it's not, especially against a team like Reverb and the speed that they're putting up. I get it. But Vancouver Lightning, if they want a chance going into this second quarter to score the second half to score more than 2 goals, they have got to stop throwing interceptions. They have got to stop passing into pressure. I don't know how to make that happen. That's up to you guys. But if they don't stop with the interceptions, then Reverb is going to be relentless as they continue going into this next quarter.
Yeah, I have to agree. And a lot of times the two stacks coming in from Mulberry Reverb or Reverb Mulberry are having everything read really well, whether it be a pass or whether it be the attempted clear. So maintaining the possession for themselves in whatever way they pick, passing, short passing, not just the clear and booth, whatever it is, they need to find what works for them. But my goodness, they are still here and ready to run amok in the arena. Mulberry sinking the first points of this third quarter here, and it's a 3-pointer from Rip.
Yeah, we were just talking about what Vancouver may need to look at going into this next half, and Reverb is going to give them no breathing room to figure it out. They are full pedal to the metal going into the second half as they sink in that first 3. But here comes Vancouver, maybe looking to find some points. Caption on the ceiling under pressure, forced to tap this one back, and connects with Abchu. Now over cross, looking for Aspen there. It's a bit off the mark, and Connor CC jumps out to get the grab. He'll send this one all the way through. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is looking good, but no, off of the backboard and into the hands of Caption instead. He's under a little bit of pressure, so he'll just send this one right back where it came from, through that same side tunnel. Who will it connect with? It's going to be Abchu now down low, looking for Nate Appleton. Oh my goodness, almost finding the goal there off the missed pass. That would have been something, but they are not done yet, forcing a turnover here from Reverb, but they're not able to recollect as Salty Raccoon gets the pickup instead for Reverb.
Salty Raccoon stacked with Connor CC, looking to have a little bit of a dribble there, almost unsuccessfully, but Salty Raccoon able to pick this one up, sends it over to Connor CC, but read by Caption there, and the slap clear is good. We've got a stack race coming in from both sides, but first to the disc is Connor CC for the side of Mulberry Reverb, over to Salty Raccoon underneath some pressure. Backing this one out, looking to find a lane to get this one cleared and sent through mid. Rip Red is the one to receive the pass and send it all the way down into the bubble. And again, another stack race, but it is Salty Raccoon all over the arena tonight, getting a hand on that one and putting it quickly in the goal for 2 more points.
Yes, indeed. Reverb, relentless, putting in another 2-pointer to up their lead to 34 points. My goodness. And we are only 2 points away from that magic 40 number. But let's see. Here comes Vancouver. It's going to be Nate Appleton sending this one cross over to Aspen in the tunnel. Aspen maybe looking for a lane here. Oh, my goodness. Almost slips that top pocket and then almost gets it again off of the shield. But Salty Raccoon is home to get the grab instead as he makes his way up the arena, eyeing up those options. Finds Fistuna, but but then also finds Essen snatching that one away before sending it back up to Abchu. Abchu over to Caption. That shot lane not open, forces the back pass, but Connor CC, incredible defensive read, gets the stun and forces the turnover once again for Reverb.
And in the hands of Tasuna now, looking up high for Rip Red over to Salty Raccoon, and Raccoon very, very nicely put in the goal, juking around 2 defenders to get those 2 points on the board.
Excellent work here from Reverb. They are continuing more of what worked for them in that first half. Great movement up and down to the arena, and then once they are in the bubble, they have just been lethal. But here comes Lightning looking to answer back. Nate Appleton receiving the pass in the tunnel, but immediately stunned out by that waiting stack. Now into the hands of Tasuna, who crosses over to Salty Raccoon. Salty finding that up high pass to Rip Red. One more cut, but denied by Abchu. What a save there from Abchu for the Vancouver Lightning, but they're not done yet as that clear is not able to make its way through.
Not able to make its way through, and back into the hands of Mulberry. Tasuna, but another huge save coming in for Abchu and the side of Mulberry Reverb. They've got players in the area. Oh, and the disc is still loose, picked up now by Rip Red underneath some pressure, but the attempted clear is no good. Straight into the hands of Caption. Caption underneath some pressure, looks to get that one off to Essen, but it is slightly off the mark. Essen getting stunned out as soon as receiving that disc, and Connor CC able to pick this one up, sending it all the way down back into the bubble with players in the area ready to go. It's Connor himself picking that one up and putting it in for 2 points.
Incoming defensive stack, no problem. That bottom pocket belongs to Connor CC, and he slammed it in like he meant it. Good work there, and that gets them up by 38 points. That score 42-4, my goodness. And still 3 minutes remaining in this third quarter. Here comes Vancouver, though. Abchu over to Nate Appleton in the tunnel. A little space to breathe, a change of pace there before sending it over to Essen. And Essen happy to take this time and space as well as he takes this one low to the trench, keeping an eye on the defense. Oh, but not enough of the IC. It wasn't his turn with the Eye Queen. But this one's going to be picked up by Rip Red and sent on through.
Oh, I never agreed to sharing our with a person.
Oh, my bad.
Salty Raccoon, though, from the boot, juking his way into the goal for another 2 points. It's 4-44 with 2 minutes and 51 seconds left on the clock in our third quarter.
Yes, indeed. They are up by a whole 40 points right now, but let's see how Vancouver can handle this joust advantage. Abchu looks to send this one over to Essen, and it's a bit too far in front of the intended recipient, so instead, it's going to be picked up by this backstack. They're sending it through, looking to dribble. The pass gets through, but can they track it down? Rip Red in the area, gets through one, looking to drive off of the backboard, but Essen says no. What a save there. Looking to send this one out, but Connor CC gets the grab instead. Looks like Reverb will have another try. Connor CC driving into the bubble, taking a bold shot on Abchu there, and he says, get out of my house. A good save, a good clear. That's all the way down into the bubble, almost a shot, and instead it ends up in the hands of Essen here for Vancouver, and he is under all of the pressure, forcing the shot that Salty Raccoon picks up.
Salty Raccoon with it on the floor now, looking to give their team time to get down. The arena does send the clear up to Rip Red. Rip Red, oh no, getting stunned out, and it looks like Vancouver Lightning might have lost Caption here in this game. That is unfortunate, but they are able to get a hand on the disc, and they do clear it down. We've got stacks in the area for the side of Mulberry Reverb, and Salty Raccoon picks this one back up to put it in their hands. Crosses the arena over to Tasuna. Tasuna underneath some pressure, backs this one out to Salty Raccoon. Salty Raccoon having a little bit of space and time. That stack getting broken up momentarily, and Salty Raccoon now keeping them busy while they're trying to get home to return to the defensive line. And it's Tasuna on the floor with it, looking to cross over to Salty Raccoon. Salty Raccoon up high to Rip Red from the shoulder for 2 points.
I'm so impressed with the confidence that we are seeing right now from Reverb. And a timeout has been taken. It looks like they did lose Caption. I hope they find him soon. But Reverb has been playing confidently, and I don't mean like showing off or showboating or anything like that. I mean when any player on that roster right now, when they have possession of the disc, even if there's an incoming stack or they feel like they're running out of time, their lane is closing, whatever it is, they have confidence in their individual play to be able to create that time and space to set up a better play. We're not seeing a lot of panic clearing. We're not seeing a lot of panic shots or a lot of panic passes. They'll simply back it out, make that time and space to wait for those teammates to get open, and send it in, creating a much better opportunity. It's really impressive because with the stack speed that we have been seeing from Vancouver, that's no easy feat, right? Like you've played, I've played, we all know when you've got that stack coming at you, your first instinct is to get rid of it. But no, these players have the awareness to really understand how much time and space they actually have and then create more of it.
Yep, absolutely. Can't agree more. And for the side of Vancouver Lightning, slightly interesting side is we haven't really seen any adjustments come in from them. They knew first quarter and second quarter that what they were doing wasn't working. They haven't thrown out anything different than what they have currently in order to make some adjustments in the arena and something works. And I'm just slightly curious, as to why, if you are at this sort of deficit, why you're not making any adjustments, even if it's just seeing if something works, because what they've got going is not working against Mulberry Reverb this time.
Well, I mean, we just saw an adjustment right there with that just advantage. You said trying something new. They tried the dribble play. The problem is, I think this team, as we talked about a bit before the game, most of this roster was reconstructed in the offseason. I don't know if they've found that same gel factor that Reverb seems to have right now, and so they're not meeting that same pace. That's not to say that this is how we'll see them play for the rest of the series. I'd be shocked if that were the case. But this early on, while they're still trying to find their footing with this roster, we're going to see some hiccups like this, and this is where they try the new things, even if it results in a scoreline like this. This is these moments that they are going to learn from. As another 3 points goes in from Reverb. Oh my goodness, 52-4 to end out that third quarter, and you will hear me ramble even more after a quick sponsor break.
Good evening. We are back and ready to bring you this fourth and final of our match. We've got Vancouver Lightning versus Mulberry Reverb. It's getting here. Mulberry Reverb is on a list of a terror, but Vancouver Lightning does have a bit of a new roster that they've thrown out here in this AAA season, so they are finding themselves and finding their chemistry. But that is a great disturbance there in the possession for Mulberry Reverb, and it's Nate Appleton with the disc approaching fringe of bubble over to AB Chu, and the first 2 points of this round in the hands of Vancouver Lightning. Sorry, I thought you were talking to me. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I was confused too. All good. We were talking about Connor CC earlier, him being an off-season pickup and being new to the AAA scene, but Abchu too is as well, and I am so impressed by what we have seen from him. He created that play out of thin air there, getting the block, receiving that cut, and creating the points. But oh my goodness, as I say that, hey, look at the other AAA rookie doing the exact same thing, getting the block on the defender, receiving that cut, and making quick work of it. Reverb returns fire.
Returns fire indeed, and another quick score coming in from the side of Reverb Mulberry. These passing plays in bubble that they are throwing out when they do have to set them up are absolutely beautiful, but that is That is Mulberry Reverb with another interception here. Tasuna on the floor. Going to back this one out to Salty Raccoon as they did not find a lane to clear that one. Taking a few wonky bounces, but ending up in the hands of Rip Red. Looking at an open goal, and those are killing them, Sai. So many open goal threes for the side of Mulberry Reverb.
Yeah, 100%. I don't know if it's just, the chemistry factor where they haven't figured out how to get stacked fast enough, or maybe there's some stack breaking going on, just, taking a look at these stun numbers. But whatever it is, you hit the nail on the head. There has been far too many open goals right there for Reverb to take full advantage of. But here comes Vancouver, maybe looking to create an opportunity of their own. Aspen over to Nate. Nate to the goal. That is what they needed. That's going to go in for the 2, getting Vancouver up to 8 points.
Something worth mentioning in this, Nate Appleton, like we mentioned earlier, is not rostered on this team. Nate Appleton is a part of PDR. Nate Appleton was pulled up as a sub to play in a AAA match, and that does not mean that Nate Appleton does not have anything to bring to the table because he's not rostered. Make sure you get into scouts, work your way up into the PDR if you want to be playing Echo at this capacity, because Nate Appleton has come in with stops, steals, and points on the board, even in a game that his team is struggling. Absolutely, just showing what you got. It can't hurt if you want to play to work your way up the ladder.
Yep. 100%, because you get these opportunities like this, and you have what you have to bring to the table. It is excellent to see Nate Appleton showing that off, and Connor CC also showing that off. My goodness, that is another set of points on the board for him, bringing him up to 16 total to his name. Another assist for Rip Red. That is 7. This Reverb offense is so well coordinated and gelling so well.
They are. Again, those passing plays just absolutely beautiful when they do need to set them up in the bubble. But Nate down low. Oh, man. But the pass does not meet its intended target. And this is another turnover back into the hands of Mulberry Reverb. Salty Raccoon with it now, looking up high for Connor CC. Connor CC's got a stack in front of him and decides to back it out to Salty Raccoon, who finds that lane over to Tasuna. Tasuna looking at another open goal. And guys, you cannot leave those open. There is too many players on Mulberry Reverb who have a good long shot. This is not something you can rely on them dinging, missing.
Yes, indeed. Sorry, I had some IRL stuff, but Abchu's going to send this one over to Essen there at the wall. Quick cross over to Nate Appleton at the tunnel. He'll find a Caption there. Caption going for that quick reset back to Essen, who dishes it back to Caption on the floor. Good movement here from Vancouver as they push into the bubble. Now over to Nate Appleton, who puts that one in for the 2. I'm going to keep my mouth shut because I've cursed everything I've called so far.
Nate Appleton bringing in another 2, and that, like I said before, coming in, showing off, showing what he's got, looking to get rostered on a AAA team. But with the disc now is Mulberry Reverb, and it's Salty Raccoon looking to send it over to Rip Red. Rip Red in the trap, getting around 2 defenders, does get the pass off to Connor. Connor looking up high for Tasuna on the ceiling. Tasuna underneath some pressure, sends this one back out to Salty Raccoon. Salty Raccoon drawing out the defender, creating the numbers advantage, and Tasuna is able to very delicately place that one in the bottom pocket.
Yes, delicately indeed, like tucking a baby in for a nap into that bottom pocket. He will sink the 2.
Back to the mom thing.
Oh no! It's contagious! Yes, Reverb going up 64-10 off of that 2-pointer, but Vancouver's not done yet. It'll be Abchu sending this one over to Nate Appleton in the tunnel. Incoming stack pressure, gets the drive-by stun, and then gets back together to get the pickup. It's Connor CC trying to fire this one through. It'll take some interesting bounces along the way, but hey, that's what your teammates are there for. Rip Red with the pickup, and another 3-pointer for him, this time from 21 meters out.
Yeah, another long 3. You hate to see it, but you know what is also really good, especially when you've got new roster side, is these types of games, whether it be an actual match or a scrim, they expose your weaknesses and provides you an opportunity to figure out what you need to work on as a team. And so I really, really hope this buys them the advantage of figuring out what they need to do to just get themselves around teams like this, because they're going to see them again in this season. And I am sure that we are going to than we are here tonight. But that is Connor from 46 meters out, putting in a 3 of their own. And goodness.
Yes. Goodness indeed. Another set of points on the board for Reverb. That gets them up by 60. Queen, I'm kind of curious if you happen to know what the record is for points in a AAA match, because I have never seen the numbers get this high. Shasuna looking to make it more. No good as that bounces off of the ding ring and out of the bubble. Picked up by Rip Red, stolen away, but recovered by Connor CC. Looking to drive, and oh my goodness, another 3-pointer from Shield on the goalie, courtesy of Connor CC.
Yeah, another goal there. I don't know the record for points, but I feel like I actually might know someone in chat who maybe possibly does know. Juicefert maybe can drop that information for us. But Aspen with it now, looking to cross the arena, but does get stopped by a Geo. However, stacks are there. They've got their own open first shot just off the mark, and Salty Raccoon able to slap that one out, but not too far, because Aspen picks this one back up for the side of the Lightning, looking for a shot of their own, but denied by Tasuna, and the clear is good.
Yes, the clear is good. Bouncing right into the hands of Rip Red. Now over to Salty. Salty, what a beautiful pass he was looking for, but Essen with an even beautifuler read. Gets that one picked up and sent away. Not out yet, though, as Tasuna gets the recovery, sending this one to Rip Red. Rip Red looking to drive this one in for more, and will do it. That's another set of points on the board. The 2-pointer, I think, yes, it will end us out. That's going to do it. It'll be 75-10 to end out this one between Reverb, Mulberry, and Vancouver Lightning. What a match, Queen.
What a match indeed. And Mulberry making a statement early on in the series here, just in week 2, taking home quite the victory. And man, they are a team to be watched this season.
Yeah, they really, really are. I have some points for all of these players that are on the Reverb team. It is going to make choosing a player of the game very difficult, but we will break it down. I really just cannot get over how well this Reverb team meshed tonight, right? Like we saw most of this roster play together last series as well, but the performance that they gave this evening was just on another level. That chemistry that developed in the offseason certainly showed. All of these players have also advanced just in terms of individual skill. It makes me very excited to see more from them going forward.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't agree more. And without jump in, team that just is quite the powerhouse here in only week 2 of our AAA series. Who is your pick for your player of the match, brought to you by Holtzauer Auto and Motorsports?
Okay, I'm going to do that annoying thing where I have to talk through my thought process, because otherwise I won't make a decision.
I love it. Please don't stop.
So, first, you know what? I really have to shout out Vancouver. Losses like these never feel good.
Yep.
They kept playing to the end, and I think that really speaks volumes to the professionalism and sportsmanship of everybody that was playing for Vancouver Lightning tonight. So really hats off to everybody, and we saw some excellent stuff from them, and I know it's going to continue to develop going forward, and I really just hats off to them. I cannot wait to see how they take this and learn from it and grow. Now looking over at the side of Reverb Mulberry, Tasuna, I have to shout out Tasuna. He has excellent pacing control, and by that I mean when Tasuna got the pickup off of a turnover, he was scanning the field and making excellent decisions every single time, knew how to control that pacing, slow it down when it was needed, and I really think that he set the tone very, very often in the midfield that allowed them to set up such excellent opportunities in the bubble. Salty Raccoon, great backlining, was home when nobody else was, had some incredible stops there. 9 assists, most assists that match. 9 assists for Salty Raccoon. I have to shout that out. Connor CC, my eye is on Connor CC because he has what I like to call the make it happen factor. It doesn't matter if he's jumping out on defense on a risky read. It doesn't matter if he's trying to make something happen in the bubble. He makes it happen despite all odds. It's incredible work from him. What a show. 22 points to his name, but you know what? My pick has to be Rip Red. 31 points for Rip Red, and that does not come from selfishness because he also had 7 assists and 1 save as well. Rip Red all over the arena tonight. So many open threes, does not miss, knows how to get it to his teammates. Just great work from him, and for that reason, Rip Red's got to be my pick.
I mean, that was also my pick for the same reason, so I'm glad we could agree. I'm glad that we're kind of winning and sharing an eyeball here.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rip Red just absolutely fantastic. 31 points is obviously something to, not ignore in a game. 31 points to his name, but also the 7 assists is just as impressive. It's easy to be the one that can make it to goal and rely on that. It's harder to be the one to make it to goal and know that your team can do it too and still have faith in them to do that, the very same thing you can do. So Big shout out to Rip Red, still playing as a team player, but putting up 31 points on the scoreboard tonight. And a big shout out to Mulberry Reverb for taking home a win here in the second week of the AAA series. We're going to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere because we're going to come back with an interview with Mulberry Reverb and then move into our second game. So don't go anywhere unless it's just for popcorn or a drink. We'll be right back. We are back, and we've got Mulberry Reverb with us here in the arena. How you guys feeling after that win?
I'm
amazing.
You can tell from his enthusiasm, he feels fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, excellent win, 75-10. It's obvious that you guys were firing on all cylinders tonight as a team and as individuals. So I guess, my biggest question is, what was the strat going into tonight? What led to such a performance where everybody was just on it? Like, how do you do that?
I would normally say that it was because we had a warm-up scrim an hour beforehand, but it wasn't going well. We had to pull subs,
Nope.
we had to pull fills. And am I muted again? Is it not working?
No,
No,
you're
you're
good.
We hear you.
Okay, cool. But we had a couple of issues coming in, but once we got in, it instantly clicked. We went back into top form, and we were able to just keep the pedal to the metal the entire time.
Yeah, I mean, really excellent work tonight. So I'm curious, right? So Salty Raccoon, Rip Red, and Tasuna, you three are returning members for Reverb Mulberry. Connor, CC, excellent pickup in the off season. But we saw you guys play last season, and don't get me wrong, you guys were fantastic last season. But tonight's performance was another level. So it has me curious, what were y'all up to in the off season? What things were you developing and working on? What is the secret to success for such a jump in skill level, both as individuals and as teammates, before coming into tonight in this next series?
How do we tell them?
If y'all tell me you didn't scrim, we're gonna have some words.
we all worked like individually, and we
we all
our
just kind
skill
of played our
alone.
own VRML teams and like comp teams and stuff, and we kind of worked on our own skill there.
And then when we came back right before the season, it kind of just clicked again. The chemistry that we built up last season, it all came back. We started a Minecraft server, so we got even more chemistry. We were going crazy.
And also, we've all improved over the offseason, especially Tasuna, big time has improved since last season. He's gotten way more confidence. His shots are way better. Connor's a great pickup. Salty and Connor and I all have really good chem from playing on Blackjack together. Salty and I have been playing together for a long time now. So with all that combined, plus just, maybe clicking and wanting to change for this season, that's probably what got us to play where we did tonight.
Yeah, it is so apparent that you guys have an awesome level of chemistry both in and out of the arena, and it is a factor that I'm sure many teams envy because it really shows how much it improves your play. I'm so impressed. I'm speechless and I'm so impressed. Queen, do you have any other questions for these fine gentlemen?
I guess I will ask the notorious question because Juicefer is still in chat, so I'm gonna need you guys to just let me know what is your favorite Slurpee flavor.
Victory.
Hi,
Alright.
We love Victory Slurpees.
I might go get one.
I recommend it.
Juicefer, I'm sure, is very proud of you. He's probably shedding tears of joy right now.
Absolutely. So, thank you guys so much. What a performance tonight. Congratulations on the win. Reverb Mulberry, everybody. What a performance. Excellent, excellent work. But Queen, we do have another game coming up after this, don't we?
We do indeed. And quite an exciting one. We've got Toronto Sorcerers versus Aspen Sparrows, so you guys don't want to go anywhere. Mulberry River, thank you for joining us after the game, and congratulations on your win. We're going to take a short break, and we will be right back with your next
Who was
match
player of
tonight.
the match? Who was it?
Oh, who was player of the match? You want to lay it on him?
I gave all of you fantastic individual shout-outs because it was very hard to pick, but in the end, we went with Rip Red.
I'm out of here.
Teammates.
I'm going back to the pinpoint assist so
And
bad.
suddenly all of that chemistry comes crumbling down. No, jokes aside, you guys played fantastic. Excellent work. But we do need to go to a break so we can get ready for this next match between Toronto Sorcerers and Aspen Sparrows. It is sure to be a good one, so stick around. We'll be back soon.
We don't have to worry about predators like our ancestors did. No saber-toothed tigers stalking from the brush. No dire wolves circling the camp. There are no more monsters to fear. And so, we have to build our own.
One American with a burning desire to save the world from high prices. He is the stuntman that saved the world. He is looking to destroy high prices. A man that brought the world together because of his love for Kawasaki. One man strapped to a 2021 Terex KRX 1000. The stuntman that saved the world. Get your favorite Kawasaki motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides today at Holzhauer Pro Motorsports in Nashville, Illinois. One American with a burning desire to save the world from high prices. He is the stuntman that saved the world. A man that brought the world together because of his love for Honda. One man with 4 wheels strapped to a parallel twin engine. The stuntman that saved the world. Get your favorite Honda motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides today at Holzhauer Pro Motorsports in Nashville, Illinois. Tired of the side effect of side-by-side hair? Not when you have a Kawasaki. Your love of your Kawasaki Terex 1000 will save you from side-by-side hair. Enjoy your Kawasaki on all types of terrain and magically eliminate the chance of messy, unwanted side-by-side hair. Go green this summer with Kawasaki. Get your favorite Kawasaki motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides today at Holzhauer Pro Motorsports in Nashville, Illinois.
Yeah! Side-by-side hair, just don't care.
Hold on a minute. Did we hear that right? Dodge is making an electric car?
We're talking hypothetical, right?
Surely you jest. Dodge? You mean the people who devised the legendary 426 Hemi and sunk it into a sublime missile? You mean the Dodge that created the Hellcat Red Eye and the most powerful muscle car in the world? Makers of the 840 horsepower wheel-standing Demon? Why on God's green earth would Dodge ever build an electric car? Anybody? Any thoughts out there? Hello?
If you really want to find out what you're made of, you can forget the personality tests and social media quizzes. Because the only way you're ever going to know is by heading into the big, wild, raging, so damn beautiful it hurts world and finding out for yourself. Where You born to follow a path, or were you born free? These are the things we thought about when we made the new Grand Cherokee. Made for what you're made of.
Access the largest motorsports inventory in America. We're authorized dealers for Can-Am, Honda, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Sea-Doo, and more. Get the best deals these brands have to offer. Browse through our inventory to find exactly what you're looking for.
If you call one of us, just remember, you've invited the whole pack.
Harley-Davidson builds bikes that are meant to ride. There are vehicles your parents would recommend you drive. Then there are the motorcycles your crazy uncle who gave you fireworks for your birthday tells you to ride. You wouldn't want to let your uncle down, would you? If your need is speed, chrome, and custom paint, check out all of the new and pre-owned bikes at Greenmount Road Harley-Davidson in O'Fallon, Illinois. Don't let your uncle down. Get to Greenmount.
We don't have to worry about predators like our ancestors did. No saber-toothed tigers stalking from the brush. No dire wolves circling the camp. There are no more monsters to fear. And so, we have to build our own.
One American with a burning desire to save the world from high prices. He is the stuntman that saved the world. He is looking to destroy high prices. A man that brought the world together because of his love for Kawasaki. One man strapped to a 2021 Terex KRX 1000. The stuntman that saved the world. Get your favorite Kawasaki motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides today at Holzhauer Pro Motorsports in Nashville, Illinois. One American with a burning desire to save the world from high prices. He is the stuntman that saved the world. A man that brought the world together because of his love for Honda. One man with 4 wheels strapped to a parallel twin engine. the stuntman that saved the world. Get your favorite Honda motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides today at Holzhauer Pro Motorsports in Nashville, Illinois. Tired of the side effect of side-by-side hair? Not when you have a Kawasaki. Your love of your Kawasaki Teryx 1000 will save you from side-by-side hair. Enjoy your Kawasaki on all types of terrain and magically eliminate the chance of messy, unwanted side-by-side hair. Go green this summer with Kawasaki. Get your favorite Kawasaki motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides today at Holzhauer Pro Motorsports in Nashville, Illinois.
Yeah! Side-by-side hair, just don't care.
Hold on a minute. Did we hear that right? Dodge is making an electric car?
We're talking hypothetical, right?
Surely you jest. Dodge? You mean the people who devised the legendary 420?
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the NEPA TV. There was some production chaos there in the small break we had, but we are back and we're ready to bring you your second match of the night. I've still got Psychotic with me, and I am still queen.
I'm so sorry.
For now. No, I wouldn't. I was. Oh man, I feel like this is starting off poorly, and I don't know which way to go.
I'm channeling my Dimwee queen. We went over this. I'm sorry.
I expect it when it's Dimwee, and then it comes from you, and I'm like, well. But in the arena with us now, we are moving over into our game. We've got Toronto Sorcerers versus the Aspen Sparrows. Sai, you want to tell us who's in the arena?
I would love to tell you who is in the arena over there on the side of the Toronto Sorcerers. They're going to be represented by Deathhawk, a recent pickup for them, Lucy Goosey, who came in the offseason, Callan 101, and Miss Pip UI. Whereas over there on the side of the Aspen Sparrows, we're going to see Original, Vanzy, Jakey, and one more undecided.
One more undecided, but should be here shortly. And quite honestly, Psychotic, I am not familiar enough with these rosters in AAA to know if there's been major roster changes in the offseason like we saw in the last match. But do you know? Do you have any idea?
I am not 100% familiar, so do not quote me on anything. But it looks like over there on the side of Aspen, that is mostly, actually, I think all returning members from the last series. And then over there on the side of Toronto, they have got their two new members, Deathhawk and Lucy Goosey. Callan and Pip were both members last series, both, heavy hitters on that team, and I'm sure we will see them contribute tonight as well. But I am just super excited to see who we get in for this last Aspen Sparrows player. No, it was B-Love. B-Love was totally here. He's gone now.
B-Love
I'm sure
was
he's
here.
back.
He is the man who appeared momentarily and then left, but I'm assuming he's probably just getting a quick reset in, and we'll see him back in the arena. And after you said that, you're right. Aspen Sparrows returning with 4 team members from the last AAA series that we had. So definitely going to be an interesting thing. We've got these teams coming in here, one team having half their roster being new, one team having their team from the old season, although Aspen Sparrows did struggle last AAA season to get some wins on the board, but their chemistry might serve them well here as they're coming to face a team that has 2 team members that weren't there for too long.
You know what, though? These players may be
my
new.
Words, don't laugh at
Me? I was just going. Me? But no, Death Hawk and Loosey Goosey may be new to this roster, maybe new to this Toronto team, but they are definitely not new to the community. They are not new to the game. We have seen them in and around the community hold their weight multiple times and prove that they belong here on this Toronto team. I do not doubt them for a second. Though chemistry may be a factor here. We saw how much chemistry helped Reverb in that previous match. I think with players like Death Hawk and Loosey Goosey, Toronto is in good hands.
Absolutely, without a doubt. And we are ready to give these teams the ready-ups here. We have got your poll in the chat, so you should go and vote for what team you think is going to win. Not because it gets you anything great, and maybe you can get a cookie if you ask your mom nicely.
No, I have cookies downstairs, and now I'm calculating how long it would take me to go between quarters. But that's okay. Hey, we got a game going on first. We gotta get to that quarter break before we can think about cookies. So, as these teams line up in the tunnels, they are ready to go, kicking off this match between Toronto and Aspen right here, right now. Tunnels are open, and the first touch is going to go to Aspen, and oh my goodness, they've got time to spare. Jakey with the pickup, playing patiently at the double diamonds, determined to draw out one of these defenders, but Callan is not biting, so eventually he'll go low, cross to Vanzi. Vanzi sending this one into the bubble, finding B-Love on the backboard, and B-Love to the top part of the goal for the first 2 points of this match.
First 2 points into the hands of the Aspen Sparrows, able to get first touch on the disc and maintain first possession with a very, very slow moving first pace goal there, but that was good. It worked in their favor. Jakey took their time on that back line in order to get some points up on the board, but disc now on the hands of Toronto Sorcerers, and it's Pip as QB here tonight, sending a pass over to I believe it was one of their other teammates, but Loosey Goosey able to get a hand on it. Back over to Pip. Pip to Callan. Callan looking across the arena to Death Hawk. The jump was no good, and Death Hawk has an easy 2-point goal.
You know what? We were talking about maybe the chemistry factor coming into play, but I don't think so. Callan, perfect pacing on that pass to keep it away from the goalie jumping out, and Death Hawk, excellent work there, putting that one into the goal. We are tied at 2 points apiece, but we've got almost the entire game ahead of us, so let's see how this first joust advantage for Aspen is handled. It's going to start with QB from B-Love, and he is happy to play patient, taking a second before sending this one over to the tunnel, but oh no, that's going to bounce off the Geo back toward their own zone, recovered by B-Love, but then the stun almost forces the turnover there. One of the Aspen players able to get the stun, but it's not enough to keep it away from Callan. Callan driving in, looking to do Callan things, but no, denied by the ding ring as that bounces out of the bubble and into the hands of Loosey Goosey, but the defense is all over it. Vanzi and Jakey pre-stacked, force the turnover and look to get this one down into the bubble, but no, recovered by Death Hawk. What a grab there, and he will send this one away.
But into the hands of Original. Oh no, who gets stunned out? He did not see Loosey Goosey there. The shot, though, from Loosey Goosey just going a bit high. The clear, or attempted clear, into the hands of Loosey Goosey, but only momentarily as Aspen Sparrows takes this one back into their own hands, looking for a clear across the arena. But some wonky bounces there puts it back in the hands of the Toronto Sorcerers. We've got stacks in the area for the Sorcerers. It is Callan just off the ding ring. Unfortunate. A little bit of a scuffle for the disc, but it ends up in the hands of Vanzi. Vanzi crossing the arena to clear this one out. And we've got stacks coming in from both sides. Jake E with a nice little pickup on that one, looking for the back pass. It does get away from B-Love momentarily, but after some fighting, they get it back. Vanzi with it now, crossing up high to Original. Original on the ceiling. approaching fringe of bubble, looking to make their way into the goal, but backs it out to B-Love. B-Love looking for a pass over to Jake E. Jake E. underneath the goal, but the shot is denied. No way! Vanzi with a magnet hand steals it back and sinks that one in for 2 more points.
Oh my goodness. You know, it may have not kept it out of the goal in the end, but I have got to shout out that save from Pip UI. She has got the magnet hands as well, but Vanzi, quick with the reads, gets the steal, puts it in for the 2 in the end, and points are all that matters. But let's see how Toronto plans to handle this joust advantage. Starts with a QB from Pip UI, and that is going to take a wild bounce down into the Aspen zone where B-Love is waiting. He'll send it right back up where it came from, into the hands of Vanzi. Vanzi sending it low, looking to connect with Jakey. Jakey under pressure, looking for something. Flings this one over to Original, who is not as lucky. Deathhawk forcing that stun, but not the clear as B-Love on the back line gets the recovery. He'll take a second before sending this one over to Vanzi just outside the bubble. Vanzi looking to drive here, looking to preload the jump, and he does it! Excellent work there as they sink in another 2 points for Aspen.
Another 2 points for Aspen, and they are getting themselves a little bit of a lead here, but disc into the hands of the Toronto Sorcerers, and they have an opportunity to put the arena into their control and slow this one down here. Straight out from the tubes, we've got Pip with a disc. She's on the nest underneath some pressure, but does get the pass off to Deathhawk. Deathhawk looking to cross over to Callan, but a little bit of a wonky bounce, and it ends up in the hands of B-Love. B-Love with a quick tap on it. And now we've got a scuffle in the arena for the disc, and Pip able to pick this one up, looking for Callan. Callan able to pick this one up and sends it into the goal, and Callan does not miss. That is exactly what they needed. They are down only by 1 now.
I mean, that's Callan doing Callan things right there, picking that one up. Very little reload time on that one before sinking in for the 3, and now gets the Sorcerers to back within just a 1-point difference with 3 minutes left in this first quarter. Let's see how Aspen Sparrows plan to answer back to that one, though, having their lead chipped away at. You'll start with B-Love, sending it over to Original, taking this one high to the cloud before looking to feed it through. That will connect with Jakey there at the tunnel, taking a second here. Excellent patience that we're seeing right now from the Aspen Sparrows, but that stack is lurking. B-Love trying to break it apart, buying Jakey some breathing room to advance past the bow tie, almost into the bubble with the numbers advantage. 3v2, and Jakey will send it. That's in for the 2, and now Aspen is up 8-5.
Beautifully done. B-Love doing a little thing that I believe it was Rox Titan I learned it from, actually. Rox Titan talking about sometimes when you are stacking with someone, it does you justice to break off and act as a bodyguard. So B-Love creating an avenue for Jakey to walk that one in and get some points on the board. Fantastic teamwork. There's got to be great communication coming in with that too. Vanzi, though, looking at an open goal, trying to take that shot, but Callan denies that one and sends a pass over to Lucy Goosey. Lucy Goosey up to Pip. Pip looking at the open goal of her own and sinks in another 3-pointer to tie the game up.
Excellent work from the Toronto Sorcerers on that volley, working their way up at the arena. And Pip UI, I mean, you give her a lane like that, goalie coming home does not matter. She sinks it in for the 3 to tie this one up at 8. About a minute and a half remaining, though, left in this first quarter. So getting near the end could be the last volley here, depending on how long it takes, or maybe Aspen going pedals to the metal. No, denied by the backstack. They're going to get the interception and send it right back through the tunnel. Picked up by Deathhawk. Now low cross connecting with Lucy Goosey just outside the bubble. Up high to Callan. 1-0-1, and he'll get it done courtesy of Pip UI on the backboard. Excellent work from her receiving that pass and putting it in for the 2. Toronto has the lead.
Toronto with the communication and the arena awareness, that sort of play, those quick passes, knowing where your teammate is, being able to dial it in that quickly, that comes from skill. Arena awareness, knowing where your teammates are, and great communication coming in from your teammates in the arena with you. Fantastic. Absolutely well done. Jake E has it now, though, looking at Vanzi. Vanzi sees the open goal and does not hesitate and hits that 3.
Great work there. Excellent return fire. You know, we were seeing the momentum shift a bit in favor of Toronto as they claw their way back, but no, Aspen determined to hang on to this lead as they end out the first quarter, but they've got one more volley. Let's see if they can do it. The QB for Toronto is going to be Pip UI. She takes a second here, drawing out that pressure. Oh no, waits too long, but does get the stun to prevent Vanzi from driving, but it's not enough to keep it away from the Sparrows. Picked up, sent in. My original 15 meters out. That's a 3. They're going to go up 14-10 to end out this quarter.
14-10, and what a great first quarter. You guys don't want to go anywhere. We're going to take a quick break. But yeah, this is going to be a good one. We'll be right back after a quick word from our sponsors.
One American with a burning desire to save the world from high prices. He is the stuntman that saved the world. A man that brought the world together because of his love for Honda. One man with 4 wheels strapped to a parallel twin engine. The stuntman that saved the world. Get your favorite Honda motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides today at Holzhauer Pro Motorsports in Nashville, Illinois. Tired of the side effect of side-by-side hair? Not when you have a Kawasaki. Your love of your Kawasaki Teryx 1000 will save you from side-by-side hair. Enjoy your Kawasaki on all types of terrain and magically eliminate the chance of messy, unwanted side-by-side hair. Go green this summer with Kawasaki. Get your favorite Kawasaki motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides today at Holzhauer Pro Motorsports in Nashville, Illinois.
Yeah! Side-by-side hair, just don't care.
Good evening. We are back. We are heading into our second quarter of your final game of the night. We've got Toronto Sorcerers on orange. In blue is the Aspen Sparrows, and it is 10-14 in favor of the Aspen Sparrows. Sai, take us into the initial joust.
I'm gonna need a second because Smooth has taken no prisoners today in the Twitch chat.
Alright, he's making fun of me.
Hey, look at that! Toronto looking to drive here for this first set of points, but that pass going to be just a bit off, and Original is happy to take full advantage of it. Forcing the steal before sending this one low, sneaking it below that mid-geo, but the back stack is back for Toronto Sorcerers. They'll get their first and send it right back where it came from, through that tunnel, bouncing around wildly on the cross side of the arena before being tracked down by Callan. Callan slapping this one cross, but nobody in the area except for B-Love, that is. No, just kidding. Lucy Goosey coming in out of nowhere, forcing the stun, getting the steal, sending it back to Callan. It looks like Toronto's not done yet as this is sent over to Deathhawk. Deathhawk, though, just outside the bubble, looking a little stranded, finds Lucy Goosey. Lucy down low looking for Pip UI, but oh no, gonna bounce away, and it's gonna be Vanzi looking for the clear, but denied by Callan. Callan back to Deathhawk. Deathhawk just outside the bubble finds Pip UI on the backboard. She has been lethal there, Queen.
She has been lethal. I'm not recovered yet. I'm so sorry. I need like another 2 minutes.
I got you, girlie. You look like you got your hands full. All right, here we go. It's going to be the Aspen Sparrows. Their lead chipped down to just 2 points, coming out with this joust advantage. Jakey will send this one over cross to Original, who goes for that quick reset back to B-Love. B-Love drawing out that stack pressure. Oh, close, but does get the pass off to Original in that cross side tunnel. He'll send this one low to Vanzi. Vanzi looking at an open goal, and they don't miss those from 15 meters out. That is in for the 3, and now they are up by 5 once again.
Up by 5 once again. I have recovered. I'm back.
Welcome back.
My moment. Thank you.
How was your trip?
You. I don't know. What's the saying? Like, see you next fall or something like that. I don't know. Pip has the disc though, and she said to download to Deathhawk. Deathhawk looking to cross over to Lucy Goosey, but that's an interception. Don't laugh at me. You're gonna send me.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, but there it is. Original. I'm so sorry, guys. I promise you I'm gonna recover. Original is able to pick that one up and put 2 points on the board there for the side of the Aspen Sparrows. Psychotic.
Queen __
It's a meh face. It's Queen meh face.
Queen Methface, I'm so sorry I didn't address you by your proper title. But, oh my goodness, Aspen Sparrows looking to capitalize on that turnover there with the mail slot attempt, but no good. Instead, it'll end up back into the hands of Callan. Callan now looking for Death Hawk, moving around on the floor, trying to create some time and space before sending it back to Callan. Callan looking to do more Callan things off the backboard. No, just a bit wide, but bounces right into the hands of Pip UI. She'll fire this one cross, looking for the teammate, but will find the hands of the defense instead, who gets this one sent away.
Ooh, and a shot just a little bit wide there. Deathhawk able to pick this one up, clears it out through the near side tube. However, ends up in the hands of Original. Original getting stunned out there, and Callan able to pick that one up, but only momentarily as B-Love gets a hand on it and accidentally flings it out. B-Love looking for Vanzy on the back of the wall there. Vanzy underneath some pressure, but is able to get or attempt to get the clear out. Deathhawk with quite the read there, sends a pass down low to Lucy Goosey. Lucy Goosey up high to Callan. Callan once more over to Pip and into the goal. The teamwork coming in from both of these teams is absolutely incredible.
Yes, absolutely incredible. Just when it looks like one of these teams is going to start a drive of unanswered points, the other brings them right on back. And this is going to cut the lead down to just 5 points. Let's see how the Aspen Sparrows handle that. It's going to start with the QB here from B-Love, playing patiently as he goes down to the nugget, drawing out that incoming pressure before sending it to Jakey, crossing the tunnel. Jakey, though, with some space in the mid, making his way forward, keeping an eye out on the incoming Callan, and does get the reset off to B-Love at the double diamonds. Excellent possession game we're seeing right here from Aspen Sparrows. They are playing patient and disciplined, and now into the bubble, looking to finish it off. No! That pass just a bit off for the cut, and instead it's going to be picked up by Deathhawk here for the Toronto Sorcerers and sent on through.
But a great leech coming in for the side of the Aspen Sparrows turns this one right back around, and the clear into the bubble is good. They've got stacks in the area. It is Vanzy picking that one up with a shot just going wide. Recollected, though, by Vanzy himself, able to maintain the possession here on the floor. Looks to send this one over to B-Love, who puts that one into the goal for 2 points.
Excellent work there from Vanzy. Like, listen, we have seen Vanzy take drives like that before and win it, but he also recognized, hey, with B-Love at the boot and the defense all on me, that goal is open. And excellent execution there coming out from the Aspen Sparrows. So now here comes the Toronto Sorcerers, down by 7 points. Let's see how they handle it. Pip UI as the QB gets through one. Looks like they may be playing a 3v4. Lucy Goosey still in the tunnel there. I hope they get him out soon, but does get the pass up to Deathhawk. Deathhawk now to Callan. The goal is not open. Callan making his way forward, trying to make it work regardless. Oh my goodness. So close there. Forcing the goalie out, almost opened up that bounce lane. It didn't work, but they do keep the possession, so Toronto Sorcerers have another try. Lucy firing this one over to Deathhawk, now finding Callan on the backboard, doing some moves to keep it away from the defense, and sinks it in for the 2.
Very, very nicely done. Lucy Goosey was able to enter the play there after getting stuck in the locker room momentarily. Lucy Goosey came in just after the first attempted shot there, giving them the advantage there numbers-wise to drive and push goal there. But we've got Aspen Sparrows with it, and it's B-Love. B-Love sending a pass over to Jake E. Jake E. playing that one off the bounce there, crosses over to their teammate, but does not meet its target there. Vanzy gets a hand on it momentarily, but that is a turnover. Ooh, once again, as Callan with the hand steals that one back and sinks a submarine shot from the floor for 3 points.
Callan doing Callan things from 24 meters out. That is exactly what the doctor ordered for the Toronto Sorcerers. That 3-pointer gets them to within just a 2-point difference. And with 1 minute left on the clock, we could be seeing the last volley of this first half of this game. Let's do it. It's going to be B-Love as the QB, wasting no time before sending this one over to Original. Original drawing out the defender before sending this one over cross. Looking to connect here with Vanzy and does so off the bounce. Now feeding it low to Jakey. Jakey, not a ton of options here, trying to keep this one away from Callan. Callan gets the stun. Is it going to be enough? Trying to leech off of B-Love, but no, B-Love gets the slap regardless to Vanzy. Vanzy over to Original, now back to Jakey, looking for some final points. The stun will not stop him. That's going to drift into the goal for another 2-pointer, and now Aspen is going to finish out this quarter up by 4. Or I may have been speaking too soon because I can't do math.
I mean, technically it is possible. It's a matter of can they do it here. Toronto Sorcerers have a few seconds on the clock to get this one down and try and get some points here before this quarter ends. A quick headbutt coming in, ends up in the hands of Lucy Goosey. Lucy Goosey looking for down low option, but B-Love has that one red, and that is the end of our second quarter here. Don't go anywhere. It is 19-23. This is no one's game for the taking just yet. We will be right back after a word from our sponsors.
We don't have to worry about predators like our ancestors did. No saber-toothed tigers stalking from the brush. No dire wolves circling the camp. There are no more monsters to fear. And so, we have to build our own.
Hold on a minute. Did we hear that right? Dodge is making an electric car?
We're talking hypothetical, right?
Surely you jest. Dodge? You mean the people who devised the legendary 426 Hemi and sunk it into a sublime missile? You mean the Dodge that created the Hellcat Red Eye and the most powerful muscle car in the world? Makers of the 840 horsepower wheel-standing Demon? Why on God's green earth would Dodge ever build an electric car? Anybody? Any thoughts out there? Hello?
Good evening. We are back, and this halftime report is brought to you by Big St. Charles Motorsports. You know, I almost went through a read that we don't have, and it's not even up in front of me. I'm just like clockwork, creature of habit, but I still have Psychotic with me, and I'm so glad she's here. So, don't laugh at me.
I would never. I've never laughed. No, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you. I keep reading chat. Honestly, that's the problem. I gotta stop doing that.
Oh, it is really good. Yep. Mm-hmm. Anyway, talking about these teams, Toronto Sorcerers, Aspen Sparrows. Toronto Sorcerers are in orange, and man, that word is so hard to say. The Sorcerers, that's what I'm gonna stick with. Sorcerers are in orange, Sparrows are in blue. We've got a game in front of us of 1923. Did you know that Abraham...
Don't you dare.
Please take over stats. I don't know what's wrong with me today.
I got you. All right. So, as Queen said, 1923 right now in favor of the Aspen Sparrows. Let's break down how that happens. Well, we're seeing some excellent movement in the bubble from both of these teams. It has been a game of offenses right now, right? So once both of these teams have broken into the bubble, they are finding some very high conversion rates. Right now, scoring is a bit concentrated in just a handful of players, namely Vanzi with 10 points over there on the Aspen Sparrows. Callan's got 8 to his name, and Miss Pip UI has 9. those two over there at Toronto. But none of that is due to selfishness in the bubble. They have all got assists on the board as well. This has just been a very offense-heavy game. So excellent work there from both of these teams. But I think what's really been the deciding factor is execution in the midfield. We've seen a couple of times some stacks getting broken apart, some clears not making their way through, or stack just not being aware of how much time they have, so either panic sending it to the other end of the arena, or just not able to hold possession with the defense on them and they don't realize it. So I think the game will continue to be decided in the midfield there. It is just a matter of who is going to outspeed who, because the control game has been super successful for both these teams. It just comes down to stack speed, in my opinion.
I mean, your opinion is highly valued and definitely on target here. But I'm assuming also, knowing some of the players on both of these teams, I'm assuming that they were both putting their thinking cap on, trying to get the one up on each other at that halftime break. And I'm guessing we're going to see maybe a little bit of slight changes coming in from both sides of the arena here, trying to switch it up and get the one up over their opponents here. But straight into this initial joust here, the third one of this game, not the final one. Headbutt coming in for the side of the Sorcerers, but possession in the hands of the Sparrows as B-Love has this. Oh, no way! Deathhawk able to snag that one, but only momentarily. Vanzi picks it up, crosses over to Original. Original in front of the tunnel looking for a clear, but Deathhawk had that one read, and that is a turnover.
Ooh, good decision there coming through from Toronto, hitting the double reset to keep it away from Jakey, creating that time and space for them to hold the possession. Oh, almost holding it too long. Did not see that stack coming, but Callan with the pickup. Callan with the shot. Callan off of the ding ring. So close. And with Pip UI getting stunned out there, that means it is going to be a turnover here for the Aspen Sparrows as it's recovered by Original. Original stunned out though. Oh, could be an opportunity. No, B-Love with the pickup. Make sure that this gets out of the Aspen zone.
And they've got stacks in the area. Jake E picking that one up and driving it in for 2 more points. 25-19 now, but just going in the hands of the Aspen Sparrows, giving them an opportunity to slow things down to their own pace, put the arena in their control. But can they get points on the board is the question. Straight out from the tubes. Can you Dimwee drum roll since you're channeling your inner Dimwee?
I don't know if my mic picks this up or noise cancellation.
That was so good!
Oh, thank you! I've been practicing that!
You've been waiting for this moment your whole casting career.
Yup, just that right there. But, oh my goodness. Okay, getting back into this game, because otherwise we will get completely derailed. This one's going to be handled by Jakey, looking to send it over to B-Love, but a bad bounce means that's going to end up in the hands of Pip UI instead. She'll feed this one low, taking a good bounce there just in front of the trench and into the bubble, but the stack is already together for Aspen. See, those stacks I was talking about earlier, but they're not going to be able to get the clear though, as Pip UI is hiding on the back line, able to get the recovery before it makes its way through. Incoming defense forces the pass over, looking for Lucy Goosey there, and that is going to take some unfortunate bounces along the way, giving B-Love the opportunity to get there first, but that clear not going to make its way through. It's going to make its way into the hands of Callan, and Callan doing Callan things once again from 28 meters out. That's in for the 3.
In for the 3 indeed, and definitely what they needed now. Only a 3-point game here. 5 minutes and 30-ish seconds left on the clock in our third quarter, and still a whole 8-minute quarter to go. Disc in the hands of the Aspen Sparrows, and it's B-Love picking this one up, looking for a quick pass over to Station where Original was, but that is an interception. However, not enough to force the turnover as B-Love picks that one up, gets pre-stacked with Original now. They are on the floor taking their time, assessing what's in front of them, running the clock. They are up by 3. B-Love sending the pass over to Original, then quickly over to Jake E. Jake E looking at a 2v1 here, has the cut option, trying to distract the goalie, and they do. Jake E walks that one in quite gracefully.
Quite gracefully indeed, and putting in that 2-pointer re-extends the Aspen lead to 27-22. They're up by 5 points, but so much time left to go. The momentum continues to swing back and forth like a pendulum. Let's see if it continues here with this joust advantage from Toronto. Pip UI is the QB, wastes no time before sending that one through to Lucy Goosey, but he's under pressure and Vanzy's able to force the turnover. Ripping the shot here, no good, gonna be off the backboard, but that is what your teammates are there for. Either that shot was going in or Jakey was following it up, and that's gonna be in for the 2.
That is in for the 2, and if I was the Sorcerers, I would be prepping my team with, if there is another quick goal like this coming in from the Sparrows, I would be very diligently hitting that timeout button, pause the momentum, don't let them run away at this point towards this end half of the game here. We've got Pip with the disc, though, looking up high for Callan. Callan getting that one off the bounce, sends it over to Death Hawk. Death Hawk in the near side tube, sending a pass down low to Lucy Goosey. Lucy Goosey has one cutting, but wisely backs it out momentarily to get around that defender. And the shot from Callan. Callan is on one in this third quarter already.
Yes, he is. He had, I think, 8 points going into that halftime and is now up to 13. He has taken over that points column, leading it there. But there's still work to be done from the side of the Toronto Sorcerers. They're still down by 5. And you know that Aspen is looking to hold on to that lead. It's going to be B-Love sending this one over to Original, or at least trying to. It'll take some bounces along the way and find the hands of Death Hawk instead. He'll work his way forward, pausing at the pack to create some time and space, drawing out that defense before sending it over to Pip UI. Pip, under some pressure from Vanzy as well, sends this pass over to Lucy Goosey in the tunnel. Vanzy, though, will not be denied, following it around, finding that opportunity to strike, and does so as he gets the steal, gets the send through, and with some help from Original, it'll be the Aspen Sparrows scoring on that drive with a 2-pointer.
Yeah, very, very nicely done. Almost an opportunity there, but Vanzy with the hands able to snag that one away from the Sorcerers and get some points on the board there with their team. Now with the disc is Aspen Sparrows. They've got a, or I'm sorry, Toronto Sorcerers. They've got it back, but it looks like they might be missing one. Is that Callan in the tunnel?
I think it is. Yes, no, Callan is completely out of the arena. I don't know if it was a crash or what, but hopefully they get him back here soon, because a 3v4 is never a fun situation to be in, especially when you're already down. But looks like they're going to try to make the most of it there as they send that pass in. Not going to be on, but oh, they're able to get the steal. Could be an opportunity here. No. Stuns come through from Original, so Vanzy is able to get the pickup, but not the clear, as this is going to be fought for in the midfield, picked up by Death Hawk. He'll send this one toward the bubble. Who will be there first? It's Aspen. No, it's Death Hawk picking this one up, sending it back to Lucy Goosey as Toronto continues to fight here, and here comes Callan, sending this one low, finding Pip UI in the bubble. They have got all 4 members here, and they're ready to strike just outside the bubble. Pip UI backing it out before sending it over to Lucy. Oh no, taking a bad bounce there, and that will be recovered by B-Love and sent away.
Sent away, but stacks are ready for the Sorcerers, and Pip picks this one up on the floor. Looking for the open lane, gets it through the far side too, but taking some bounces here. Will the stack recover it? They will, and it's Callan with a great stun on the floor, looking for the bounce shot, but just off the mark there. Picked up now by B-Love. B-Love sending it through the mid of the arena, caught in the high trap there, but now bouncing low into the hands of Vanzy. Vanzy looking for a low pass there, but Callan coming in again with the interception.
Excellent, excellent defense we're seeing from Toronto, but they're not done yet. Was that behind the back? Did he look at the goal?
Back? He did not even look at it.
Hey, Original, murder, fun fact, is in fact illegal, and you just committed it on stream. Committed it? That was fun.
Committed it.
Committed it. Yeah, no, that checks out. That checks out. But with that 3-pointer from Original, it will get the Aspen Sparrows up 34-24, up by 10, and with 15 seconds remaining, let's see if that scoreline changes. Callan with this pickup, looking for some final points. No good, but does connect with Death Hawk. Death Hawk also looking to send it in. No good, as that bounces off of the ceiling all the way out of the bubble. That's gonna do it for this third quarter. 34-24 in favor of the Aspen Sparrows. A huge swing, and we will talk all about it after a quick ad break.
us. Just remember, you've invited the whole pack.
We are back. We are about to head into our fourth quarter. But Sai, anything you want to talk about that you're seeing here that gave the edge over to the Sparrows?
I'm not totally sure, but I have a hunch Callan dropping out there may have done a bit of damage. Maybe there's been some tech issues going on. I don't know. All I know is that the Toronto Sorcerers have 8 minutes to make up for 10 points if they want a shot at this game. And it's going to start here and now with this drive as Callan sends it over to Deathhawk on the ceiling. Deathhawk getting the duck on one before sending it low to Lucy Goosey. Lucy looking for Pip UI. Oh, but a bit off on that pass. It means it's going to be picked up by Original and sent on through. Who's going to be there first? Pip UI in the area. No, Original getting that first tap, but will not be able to put that one in. But it is going to be recovered by Vanzi. And Vanzi off of the backboard and in for the 2. That is exactly how Aspen wanted to start this quarter.
That is exactly how they wanted to. A beautiful shot coming in from Vanzi off the backboard. 2 points. Disc into the hands of the Sorcerers now, though. And like every other time, they get a chance to put the arena into their control. Can they get points on the board? It is Pip with the disc now. Pip underneath some pressure sends a pass to the mid where Callan is. Callan crossing to the near side tunnel where Deathhawk is. Deathhawk on the floor now, looking to play this one slow, get some teammates in the bubble, and that way they can create a numbers advantage. One cut over to Pip. Pip into the goal from the backboard for 2 points.
All right, that's exactly what Toronto needed. The quick return fire to keep themselves within this game because, with the clock winding down, about 6.5 minutes remaining, still down by 10, they really need some back-to-back scores here. But Aspen is looking to let anything but that happen as they come out for this joust advantage. Let's see how they handle it. B-Love as the QB wastes no time before sending this to Original. Relay goes through, connecting with Jakey, now down across, connecting with Vanzi on the floor. Vanzi looking for that bold shot, but denied by Pip UI, and not done yet. Jakey taking another shot as well. Not going to go in either. However, Aspen, relentless, gets another recovery on the back line courtesy of B-Love. He'll send this one up to Jakey. Jakey looking to drive in from the post, but denied once again, this time by Deathhawk. Defense is the name of the game here for Toronto, but they've got to find the clear on through.
They do indeed, and it is Callan with it now. Callan looking to back this one out to Deathhawk. Deathhawk crossing up high to Lucy Goosey. Lucy Goosey has one in the area. Oh no, the cut just slightly off the mark on the pass up there. B-Love is able to get a hand on it, but the clear does not leave their area. There's players around for both sides here. Callan fighting a fight against 2 defenders. Almost makes it out of there with that one, but does lose it. Lucy Goosey getting it momentarily before getting stunned out. And that shot is good from B-Love for 3 points.
That is huge. That gets the Aspen Sparrows up by 13 points with 5 minutes remaining left in this quarter. The clock is not the friend of the Sorcerers right now, but they are not done yet. That is still enough time. They have just got to get some back-to-back scores going right here, right now. Let's see if they can do it. It's going to be Pip as the QB, and she will take a second at the nest, drawing out this pressure before sending it forward, finding Lucy in the tunnel here. Defense is lurking from the side of Aspen as they look to get a stack together. Lucy still with time and space, though, patiently makes his way up the arena now to the outside of the bubble, looking for an opportunity here, crossing this one high to Callan on the ceiling. Callan looking to drive it in, but denied by the hands of Original. What a grab there as he sends this one all the way through the cross-side tunnel, bouncing off of the ceiling into the hands of, nobody, as 2 players really fight it out there, but eventually it is going to be recovered by Pip UI.
Oh no, but Pip doesn't see the stack coming in. Original steals that one away, looking for a long shot of his own. However, just off the mark, Vanzi picks this one back up, looking to juke around the goalie. Oh, but denied. Oh my goodness. The Aspen Sparrows are relentless. He is able to pick that one up and put it in the goal for 2 more points.
Aspen is relentless. Anytime that Toronto Sorcerers have any kind of spark of getting a drive going, Aspen is quick to snuff it out. And now, with a 15-point lead with just under 4 minutes remaining, it is not looking good for the Sorcerers, but they're not giving up yet. It's going to be Pip UI as the QB, sending this one cross to Lucy Goosey in the tunnel. Lucy with the stack on him tries to fire this one through, but it takes a bounce instead into the hands of Jakey. Jakey also looking to send it through the mid, is denied by Pip UI, hiding there. Pip trying to hold on to this possession despite the incoming pressure, sends it over to Callan just outside the bubble. Callan getting low, getting ball. Oh my goodness, getting through the defense and putting it in for the 2. That is what they needed.
That is exactly what they needed to break the momentum up, bring their mentality up, and try and get some points on the board here. I am no mathematician, in case any of you guys are shocked by that fun fact. You shouldn't be. Sigh!
That wasn't me. I'm so sorry. No. I'm sorry. I'm not good at it either. It makes me giggle when like neither of us understand how to subtract.
It's hard, okay? Numbers are hard. Anyway, what I was trying to say is I don't know if they technically have time, but I feel like we can absolutely see the deficit on the scoreboard bridged quite a bit with the time that they have on the clock, should they make smart decisions here. But the disc is in the hands of the Sparrows, and they're looking to buy the clock with their lead, and it's very smart play. But Jakey, under some pressure, sends a pass up high to Original on the ceiling. Original looking for the goal, but the defense for the side of the Sparrows denies that one, has stacks ready to go. It's Callan in the area, and there it is, another 2 points from Callan.
Oh, I think he was trying to keep that one out of the bubble to make it a 3, but it is going to be a 2. But points are points at this point, right? Like, they're still down by 11, just under 2 minutes remaining. It is not impossible, but they have got to score a lot of points very quickly, and preferably 3s. Let's see if they can do it, because Aspen Sparrows obviously looking to prevent that as B-Love takes it to the ceiling. Can't sneak this one through. Picked up by Callan, and this time, that one's definitely a 3. From 18 meters out, Callan has just gotten the Sorcerers to within 8 points.
Callan coming in clutch in these third and fourth quarters here. That is 2 back-to-back goals from Callan there, just bringing their team back up, and it's absolutely incredible. The team is playing with an incredible team mindset. Callan just getting some of those last-minute points there, applying that pressure to the QB, forcing that turnover there. Can they get the disc? They can. Pitt picks it up, looking for Callan on the ceiling. Callan at the open goal, and
oh my God,
is another 3 points on the board. Oh my goodness.
Hey, listen, Aspen, if you leave the goal open for Callan, he's gotta shoot. Just saying. But with 50 seconds remaining, I mean, this has just become... I have no idea where that came from. I'm so sorry. But with 40 seconds remaining, this just became a nail biter. It looks like Aspen happy to waste as much time as they can. Jakey receiving this one in the mid and waiting too long. That's going to be picked off. They need points here and now to leave some time for between goals. It's down into the bubble. Who's going to be there first? It's Jakey just slapping this one away. 20 seconds remaining. They have to score right here, right now. Up into the hands of Callan. Callan firing the shot, but no, denied by Jakey. But not out yet. Recovered by Deathhawk. Deathhawk sending this one over, cross connecting with Lucy Goosey, but Jakey with the hands once again gets this one sent out of the bubble, and it will secure the win here for Aspen Sparrows. It's just a matter of by how much with the final few seconds. Recovered by Deathhawk and sent away. That's gonna do it. 41-36 in favor of the Aspen Sparrows after quite a fight.
Quite a fight indeed, but well played by both of these teams. Absolutely incredible job. I mean, I am blown away by this game, and even the fact that the Sorcerers, keeping such a good mental game, had a really good attempts at pushing goal there in the last few seconds, but the Sparrows able to lock in themselves defensively to make sure that there was no other points scored. Just all around, incredibly done. Both teams.
Yep, 100%. both of these teams played so well, and I really cannot get over just the last minute drive there from Toronto, back to back points, exactly what they needed, just not quite enough time to get it done in the end. But they put up such a solid fight here. I am so excited for by what we're going to see from them in the rest of the series.
Without a doubt, I am right there with you. Both of these teams doing fantastic tonight. So excited to see them both progress in the series here. But moving over to our player of the match, brought to you by Holtzauer Auto and Motorsports. I have my pick. I'm gonna give mine for first. What?
Be my guest.
I'm gonna give mine. I am going with. Man, I just lost my train of thought. Oh, there it is. They just shift spots. I'm sorry. I'm actually going to go ahead and go with Jake E tonight. Jake E putting 12 points up, still has 3 assists, playing as a team player, has 3 saves, 1 steal, and it was constant that it felt like Jake E was just creating ways, whether it be in the backfield or in the front end of the arena, to get points on the board, to just get the team ahead and keep that little bit of lead there.
I was very torn, even between a couple of players, but I can agree with you on that. Jakey really held down the fort, especially in those final few minutes. 3 saves to his name. I did not catch, the rest of the stats. Oh, look at that. I can look at the stream. Yes, he actually led the saves column with those 3 saves, and all of those saves were very, very necessary considering the final score difference. Also putting up 12 points and 3 assists, doing work all over the place, but I also have to shout out Vanzi and Original. I was also thinking maybe them, because 5 assists each, and each in double-digit points. They were putting in a lot of work around the bubble of the Toronto Sorcerers, and obviously those points were necessary as well. But I think Jakey, just all around, I could agree with that. Definitely the player of the game here.
For sure. And one thing I do want to mention before we run to interviews, if you guys don't know, that does not discredit anything B-Love did there. B-Love is a strong mentality, or just kind of like what is the word I'm looking for? Like a point person in the arena. B-Love has so much experience inside and outside of the arena, has been around for such a long time. I know B-Love, even playing 4 fun games, B-Love was sitting in there guiding and helping the entire team. And so definitely something worth mentioning, that the entire team played super well all together. But congratulations over to Jake E. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back, and we'll have an interview with the Aspen Sparrows. So yeah, see you in a few. we've got the Aspen Sparrows with us. They don't know where to look. So, I mean, I would offer you the eyeball Sai and I have been sharing, but if you just look at the goal, that's fine too.
What?
So we've got the Aspen Sparrows with us. They just took home a win tonight. It was quite the game. If you missed it, you definitely want to go back and rewatch it. But how are you guys feeling after that?
Great.
Tired.
Like winners.
You guys are definitely winners. You took home the win tonight. Congratulations on your win in week 2. You guys all played together really incredibly as a team. And I know
No,
that,
I'm totally here. I just sent a screenshot.
I know that you guys came in. You guys came in with 4 that you had rostered last season. But how did it feel chemistry-wise this season as compared to last season? Because you guys look super different in the arena.
I think the chemistry definitely feels a lot better. I think. What do you guys think?
I wasn't here for last season.
Lately.
My Brad just can't throw.
I was only here for a little bit of last season, so it's really these guys.
It's all Vanzy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all me.
Yeah, it's all on Vanzy. But yeah, we've actually like played and practiced a little more than we did at the end of last season. So it's nice. I feel like we're gelling like Magellan.
I feel the same. I got to watch a few of your games last season. And definitely can tell the huge difference that you guys just have a lot of quick chemistry. Your quick decisions and communication, arena awareness of one another was superb. So pat on the back to all of you guys. You guys did great. Sai, do you have anything?
Yeah, I'm sorry for being invisible. I have no idea what's going on, but I'm here. It was a fantastic performance from you guys. What a game. Awesome to watch. But, I want to know what happened in that third quarter, right? Because at the end of the first and second quarter, the point differential was only like a goal or 2, but you guys finished the third quarter up by 10 points out of nowhere. Was it just one of those moments where you all went crazy, or, was there a conscious change in how you guys were playing that led to that?
Well,
I call it
music. Our third quarter, we scored like 2 points, and the other team scored like 20-something. So we can't do that again. We can't just drop 19, 18 points in third quarter. So I made a conscious effort. I don't know. Did you guys?
I just listened to some music.
I hit it backwards 3.
I put on some tunes, man, and got in the zone. That's how it works.
There you go.
Original, speaking of backwards 3, we were wondering on the stream, it didn't look like you actually looked at goal. It looked like your back was to it the entire time, and you just kind of like whoop-deed it behind your back. So was that just like, did you just throw and pray, or is that something that you've just sat and that's...
So,
Very religious.
I don't know if you guys watched, but last series, I also hit backwards 3 against this very team, and I was in the position. I was like, wait, this spot seems familiar, and I just like, frick it, backwards, and it went in. I'm just too good.
After a quick prayer, though.
After a quick.
I make this shot.
I have eyes on the back of my head.
I don't know if you even had time for the quick prayer down there. I don't know if you had time to even turn around and look at the goal. I think it had to be behind the back.
Yeah, I just threw it.
It was gorgeous, though.
Thank you.
Oh.
Yes.
Good shot, Original.
Originally did a great job, buddy. So cool.
Actually, I have one more question before I'm ready to get on out of here. You guys were up by, I think, 13 points with about 3 minutes remaining. Yep, that's my question. Callan hit back-to-back threes, and it looked like you guys were a little frantic. How did you recollect yourselves to make sure that you pulled out on top?
That's all on me. It's so weird. I just lost focus, like right in the middle, and I was QBing, and I just kept turning it over. So we got it back by letting Original QB, while I was just like, I don't know, I was off in La La Land.
Yeah, but that's what your teammates are there for.
Yeah, it was me. I QB'd. I'm a Stonewall.
Oh, you did it? Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, I mean, those types of decisions are important, though. And for anyone watching, what they just said is that they recognize B-Love, whatever it may have been, whether it was just cloudy mind or just disconnected for a moment, totally said, hey, I shouldn't be doing this at this moment in time. Let's keep the lead for the better of the team. Made the decision in the moment to put someone else as QB, and it worked in their favor because it did stop the wrath of Callan for the moment and allow the win. Congratulations, guys. You guys really played well. It was quite the game. You guys should be super proud of yourselves. But that is it for tonight. Yeah, thanks for joining us, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
The Neko community.
Bye.
And with that, we are
Bye.
done for the night. I am still Queen. This is still Chaotic. I don't know what side she's non-existing on, so she's still Chaotic. Even though you can't see her, it has been our pleasure to be with you guys tonight. But you could go ahead and tune in again Sunday for some more Echo. I'm just kidding. It is Wednesday and it is not Thursday. So you could tune in tomorrow, same time, same place, for some more Echo AAA action. We will see you then.